China Bird, Housatonic Community College, Alumni Association Chair.
William Cain, Yale University School of Medicine.
Well, good day, everyone. Today in the Black History Spotlight, we have Mr. William Cain of Yale University. And I'm going to start by asking you, I know you prefer to be called Bill.
Yes.
Okay, so Bill is actually an alumni of Housatonic Community College. He got his start here. Okay, tell us, Bill, what do you do and how is your career a STEM profession?
Well, I work in surgical pathology, like you said, at Yale University School of Medicine. My job as a histologist is we're in between surgery and the actual microscope of the pathologists who are trained to detect diseases and abnormalities in the cell. And I'm actually do all four of the STEM acronyms. We deal with science, technology for slide preparation, engineering with some of the things that we do for cover slipping slides and staining slides, and mathematics for measurements of chemicals and whatnot. So yeah, we touch all the bases.
Nice. And so, as I stated earlier, you're a Housatonic alum.
Yes, I am. Proud Housatonic alum.
Yes, that's right, Hawk Pride.
Yes, yes.
So, when you were at Housatonic, what did you study?
I studied human services.
Wow.
My goal was to be a gym teacher and a coach, but it just kind of sidetracked. But I knew that I wanted to get a degree, so I just came here and really fell into the community of where I'm from. I'm actually from Bridgeport, and I fell in love with it, and I just kept going for my human services degree. So that's it.
Nice. And what made you make the switch from human services to what you do now?
Well, when I was here at Housatonic, I was actually already in the medical lab services.
Okay.
And I just continued to work in the lab medicine and lab services because I just kind of fell in love with it and kind of lost track of wanting to be a gym teacher, but I still coach, and so I just stayed on the track of science.
Nice. And how long have you been in the field?
I've been in the lab services field since 1996 when I got out of the military. Many
of our students have obstacles in life that get in the way of furthering their education. I think it would be a good idea to hear from a successful person how they were able to deal with the obstacles placed along their way.
Yeah. I'm from under the bridge in 95 in Marina Village, and I apologize for getting emotional. Both my parents were drug addicts. My dad was never in my life, and I had many obstacles throughout my life, but I always trusted in myself. I believed in myself. I had people come into my life. Here in this building, people, when I walked into this building, put their arms around me, showed me the path, showed me the way. Mary Edie, Professor Colbelow, who I believe is still here, yes. Took me under their wing and showed me the way. And I never stopped believing. I never stopped believing. And I'm the first in my family to get a college degree, one of a handful who even got their high school diploma. So I just continue to thrive here in this place, in this community. And like I said, I just believed in myself. And I failed. I failed not so much classes, but there were some things I just didn't understand, and I had to really work through some things. But I never stopped believing, never stopped trying and giving it my all.
There was a saying that I read one day that failure is the key to success.
Failure is the key. And if you're not failing, you're not trying.
Right.
You're not trying.
And never give up.
Never give up. Never give up.
A few of our students have expressed that since they failed a class, they feel that they have ruined their future. You just talked about how you did fail. Yeah. How did you come back?
Just believing, just really wanting it, wanting more for myself. And I didn't have kids at the time, but just believing more for what I wanted to leave as a legacy. You know, like I said, I come from Marina Village over there, from a grandmother who came here from the South looking for better for her 3 boys. I just continue to believe, despite some of the obstacles, like you said, that students will go through. We'll all go through them. We'll all go through them, whether it's as a student, as a married person, as a father or a mother. You will go through obstacles, but you got to continue to step forward and just believe in yourself.
Absolutely. Do you need straight A's to get the job that you have?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I work with residents who will become pathologists someday, and even those residents who go to medical school for 4 years, they do a residency program for 4 years, they do a fellowship for 2 years, and then they become pathologists. Not all of them are straight A students, and they become MDs, they become PhDs in lead departments and diagnose cancer and write, theses and continue to go. And they're not all straight A students.
Wow. At what level of degree did you stop at?
Right here, my associate's degree.
Wow.
Yeah, my associate's
Wow.
degree. But I continue to learn on the job training.
Yes.
Through different facilities. I worked in 5-6 different facilities here in Connecticut, several hospitals, the VA, and some labs. But it was more on the job training for me. Now the requirements is a 4-year degree for the histology technician certification.
So you were grandfathered in.
I was grandfathered in, yes.
Wow.
That's a great word, yes. I was
Okay.
grandfathered in, yes.
You talked about some of your college professors and people here at Housatonic before, but there's also a question for you that asks, how did your college teachers help steer you towards your path?
Well, I mentioned Professor Cobolo. She was just phenomenal and just encouraged me, not even just in human resources, because I do use it, my degree. Right. I coach and deal with young people. My wife and I were youth leaders in our church for 12 years, so I used it. But just her motivation of the subject matter, it was the trickle-down effect to me and the students that I can clearly recall that were in the class at the time. She was so invigorated about the subject matter that you couldn't help but look at her and be like, wow, she's really, really excited about teaching us the content. So I think just her excitement and her motivation, not only for the subject, but for the students, was so inspiring to me, for sure.
Are you able to find work-life balance, or just does science just take over?
No, I'm able to. I have 3 young children. I coach 2 of them, and one I can't coach now because she's in high school, and I want to coach her, but I'm not allowed to. But it's challenging for sure to find a date night with my wife and time with the kids. But it's not all science. It's not all STEM. I work early hours, but for the most part, I'm able to find a pretty good balance. Pretty good balance.
Good. How important is an internship?
Internship is huge. I actually did an internship at the Boys and Girls Club here in Bridgeport when it was there. It's no longer here anymore.
Okay.
And it was so fulfilling, and to understand the human services umbrella and what it really entails. It helped me so much to have that hands-on experience,
right.
To be around young people. And then I did another internship at the courthouse in Milford. And again, just to be in that environment, to have that hands-on understanding in whatever you're going to go into, I think an internship is a phenomenal pathway.